We're in Amsterdam at the largest flea market in Europe. I'm in Amsterdam. Brooklen is hiding behind me. And wow, it's a lot. It's huge. See if we find anything. And if we do, can we bargain with the people? Let's go. Look at this. And tell. Look at this. Turning one when the drought is over. So we went to Amsterdam. We went to the largest flea market in all of Europe. Was that interesting?
Yes, it was cool.
Had,
I would go again.
Yeah, I would go again too. But they had so many things to choose from. Some of the stuff was fake. Some of the stuff, I mean, there was a lot of things that looked good. You saw a nice jacket that you liked, but they were asking for way too much money for it.
Yes.
It was an M&M jacket, right?
Yeah. Well, I like the other jacket too.
The leather jacket. Yeah, they wanted what, $220 for it. Now in Amsterdam and a lot of parts of Europe, they expect you to bargain with them, haggle. I'm not good at that. My brother told me that I probably should have knocked it down about 75. I'm not good at that. Maybe someone else could have done it for you, but man, it's like I normally just pay the price they have on it, even though I do feel like the price was very expensive, and I do feel like some of the stuff was a knockoff. You could clearly see when you looked it up online. And then you had other people that actually use it as a flea market. They had a lot of used stuff for you to buy. But I don't think they had anything that you really liked. Nothing that stood out.
I just had to look more, but I didn't want to.
Yeah, why is it so embarrassing for you?
I like to go places with friends.
Okay, I guess her dad is too boring, maybe. And I don't have good taste. She would ask me if something looked good. I was like, it looks okay. But I really did like the jackets, but I wasn't really ready to pay that price. All right, then we went through the main part of Amsterdam. And what did you think about that?
It was crowded.
Of course it was crowded.
There was too much going on.
So let's talk about...
The buildings were pretty.
The buildings were pretty. So let's talk about one thing first. I embarrassed you. How did I embarrass you?
With your driving.
I'm a great driver. I think I am a great driver. But if you've never driven around Amsterdam, then it's all these canals, all these very, very small streets, and there's a lot of people walking, there's a lot of people riding bikes, and the bike people, in my opinion, drive crazy. And so I was just driving normally, and a bike person, I guess a couple got on the bike, I don't know, and he flipped me off. And Brooklen thought that was embarrassing. I didn't think it was that bad. I still think I did a great job driving. There was no accident, nothing like that. No one got nervous. It just one aggressive guy on a bike that wanted to flip me off and whatever. I thought I did good, but that embarrassed you. Okay, now, but one thing I noticed that a lot of people spoke English in Amsterdam. I heard a lot of American accents. We met a few Americans.
Like 2.
I think we met about 10. What about the restaurant? They got sound like you was from America.
2. They were from Canada. Oh, those 2 people that you know were actually from Canada.
Okay, those 2, but I'm talking about the other restaurant.
Yeah, I think he was American.
Yeah, I think there was a couple of Americans there.
I don't remember what the restaurant was called.
The Butcher.
Okay. The burgers are very good, and so is the milkshake.
The butcher shop is close to, I think, Koningsallee or something like that on one of the main streets in Amsterdam. Very good food. I think I have pictures on there that I'll add to it. But the main point we went to Amsterdam was to see the Anne Frank house. Why did you want to see that?
Because it's interesting.
And she shares your birthday?
Yeah, but I don't want to go there just because she shares my birthday. It's just cool that we're birthday twins.
Okay, all right. Now, I guess it's a good thing The Anne Frank house does not allow you to take videos and pictures while you're there. So that means that I don't have any pictures, but I like that from the standpoint of I got to go there and just enjoy the museum. Instead of me trying to take pictures and videos the whole time, I just went there and enjoyed it. And it was as amazing as I thought it was going to be. I really do think it's something that everyone should see at least once. To walk the halls, to walk the floors that Anne Frank and her family and all the other people walked through was pretty amazing. I thought it was great. Now, there's something I never pointed out to you. Have you ever seen, as we were walking through like Amsterdam and also Germany, have you ever noticed on the ground that they had these gold plates? Next time I'm going to call them to show it to you. Wherever a Jewish person lived, they put like a monument for them. So like on the cobblestone, like a little walking step. So when you walk around, you see normal pavement, but then you see the gold plated things. Those were Jewish people lived. They were killed. I believe all the ones. I think they only do the ones that people killed. If you stayed alive, they didn't do it. But for the ones where people were killed, someone is going through and tried to put up a monument for everyone. But I had a great time in Amsterdam. She's right, it's crowded. I think Amsterdam is one of those cities where people are complaining about over tourism. We didn't go on a very busy day, but we did go on a busy Sunday. It was slow in my opinion. It wasn't that crowded. It wasn't that bad.
Yes, it was.
I've been in worse situations. All right, with that,
well,
go ahead.
I don't know. At the Anne Frank house, they have the. I thought we were just gonna walk through and read it, but they have like the audio things,
That was
audio
really good.
keychain things.
So it's like
It was
having
cool.
a mini tour guide. Yeah, I thought that was great.
That was cool. They had like all the different languages. But anyways, that's all.
While we were even there, we saw a really cool shop called a duck store.
Yeah, I should have brought mine from upstairs.
That's okay. I took pictures of it. The mini duck store. Like, it was just a store dedicated to ducks. It was odd. Of all the things, it was just a store dedicated to these little plastic ducks.
Rubber duck.
Rubber ducks. Oh, man. It's kind of cool store. Interesting. I would have never... But you wanted to buy something. I think there's something you want to... Next time we go, you want to...
Every time I come, I want to go to the duck store. It was very cool.
So all the beautiful things in Amsterdam, the thing that you're going to remember the most is this duck shop. Things I'm going to remember the most, man, parking was so expensive. If you don't mind, those guys were American. What do you think? So at least one of those guys was American. In the restaurant.
I think the guy that gave us the food was American.
Yeah? Well, he could have been on the military base. The one thing that I'm going to talk about is how expensive it is to park. Now, because I don't know my way around Amsterdam and this person is kind of lazy, I wanted to park really in the center. And, that was expensive. Next time I go there, I'm going to either park on the outside of town and then just walk, because even though Amsterdam is huge, it doesn't seem that big. A lot of the major sites are really close to one another. So
the car got stuck in a parking garage. You didn't say anything about that. That was so embarrassing.
That was that embarrassing.
Because we're standing outside the thing and people were looking.
I did get stuck in the parking garage. It was a parking garage was actually closed. This one we're at the flea market. It was actually closed. But a car had drove in, and I guess the gate took a while to close again. And so I just followed behind that car. I read the sign and said, "Drive in." And so I drove in, thinking that it was because it was a mini camera. So I thought I took a picture of my license plate and I just paid the end like some parking garages, but apparently no. So I had to call the people and they sent me a bill, by the way. It wasn't expensive. They only charged me for half the day. It was very interesting. But you're right, I did get my car stuck. I was afraid I was gonna lose my car for the rest of the day until he opened up. But that parking garage was only €7.50 for the whole day. I think the other parking garage in the middle of Amsterdam, they would have charged me I think it was like €1 per 20 minutes or something like that. It
Why
got
is
pretty
it a T-Rex?
expensive.
I love you.
But anything else about Amsterdam?
But next year I'm doing the boat tour.
Yeah, she did not want to do the boat tour. Why didn't you want to do it this year? It was embarrassing, probably.
No, it was not embarrassing. It was like it's something I could pass on.
You have to do the boat tour, and we didn't do it.
It was just something I felt like I could pass on.
Yeah, but she wanted to pass on
I've
a lot
been
of stuff.
informed that
Next year
I
we'll
should
do it. Just
go.
like we had the Stroomp waffle. We had some
What?
really good stuff. What's the waffle thing we had? The Stroomp. Oh, that's the other thing, and I took a picture of it. I took a picture on the menu at this restaurant. For Leitungswater, water, that means tap water. They were going to charge me €3 for tap water. I could not believe that. I've never seen that actually listed it on a menu. €3 for tap water. Man, that's more expensive than beer some places. That threw me off. You want to go in there? All right, you want to go in there now or you want to go in there? What's going on here? Getting some live music. Didn't know they were doing this. It's like they're having a food festival. Anyway, thank you everybody. Hope you enjoyed this video. Peace. All right. Rolling out. We had a good day in Amsterdam, walking around. Went to the duck store. Got a postcard. Went to the Anne Frank house. A good day.